It's a somewhat accepted fact that the rich splurge on every opulent whim that catches their fancy. I mean, that's what having lots of money is for, right? But peel back the layers of affluence, and you'll find that the financial habits of the truly wealthy aren't just about the glitz and the glam. In fact, there are certain investments the affluent pointedly avoid. It's not the dazzling allure of the latest luxury item or the rarest of vintage wines that secures their finances. Instead, it's a calculated aversion to the fleeting and the fickle. Watch on as we challenge the stereotypes and perhaps alter your perception of where and how real wealth is built. Number 1. Luxury cars for daily use. Luxury cars are the epitome of status and success, or so it would seem. Gleaming badges and roaring engines, there's no question that these machines are designed to turn heads. But when it comes to the daily drives of the truly affluent, the picture might not be as flashy as you'd expect. High-end vehicles certainly have their place in the garages of the rich, often as collectibles or weekend rides. However, when it comes to daily transportation, the depreciation hit and high maintenance costs of luxury cars make them less appealing to those with financial acumen. Vehicles, especially luxury ones, lose a significant portion of their value the moment they're driven off the dealership lot. This steep depreciation curve is a hard pass for those who understand the value of money. Instead, many wealthy individuals opt for more practical, reliable, and surprisingly modest vehicles for their day-to-day use. This choice reflects a broader trend we'll see repeated throughout this video. Rich people invest in value, not fluff. Number 2. Non-durable luxury goods. It's easy to assume that the wealthy indulge in luxury goods as symbols of affluence, stocking their lives with the finest non-durable luxury items, from designer clothing to the latest tech gadgets. However, the reality is starkly different. Surprisingly, many rich individuals steer clear of such purchases. Why, you might ask? The answer lies in the fleeting value of these goods. Unlike assets that appreciate over time, non-durable luxury items depreciate the moment they're purchased. A designer dress, for example, loses its value and relevance with each passing season, making it a poor choice for anyone focused on wealth accumulation. It's about ensuring their wealth not only remains intact, but also multiplies. Number 3. Timeshares. Imagine owning a slice of paradise where vacation dreams come true every year. That's the allure of timeshares, right? But hold that thought. The wealthy, who could easily afford a dozen timeshares, often steer clear. And the reasons are all about value and flexibility, or in this case, the lack thereof. Timeshares promise a vacation home without the full cost, yet they come with hefty ongoing fees and inflexibility. The rich prefer investments that appreciate, whereas timeshares notoriously depreciate the moment you sign on the dotted line. They're just like the luxury cars that lose value the moment they're driven off the lot. Moreover, the resale market for timeshares is not exactly robust, making it a financial trap for many. Instead, successful investors might opt for real estate with genuine growth potential, offering both personal enjoyment and financial gain. So, next time you're tempted by a timeshare presentation, remember, there's a reason the financially savvy are sitting it out. Number 4. Collectibles with uncertain value. From rare coins to vintage comic books, the allure of potentially stumbling upon a hidden treasure has captivated many. It's a common belief that the wealthy indulge in acquiring such unique items, betting that their rarity will translate to value. However, the truth unveils a different strategy. Astute investors, particularly those with significant wealth, are cautious about venturing into markets characterized by volatility and subjective value. The value of collectibles can be wildly unpredictable, swayed by trends, market demand, and sometimes sheer whimsy. For instance, a rare painting's value could skyrocket today, only to plummet tomorrow if tastes change. Think about the NFT craze of 2021 and 2022 as a perfect example. This inherent uncertainty makes collectibles a less attractive avenue for those aiming to preserve and enhance their wealth. As we'll see, the rich often favor more stable investments with clearer, more reliable returns, such as bonds or dividend-paying stocks. It may sound boring, but it ensures their portfolio remains resilient and keeps growing. Number 5. Get-rich-quick schemes. Imagine the allure of doubling your money overnight. It's tempting, no doubt. This is the promise of many get-rich-quick schemes, from high-yield investments to pyramid schemes. It's something you're probably familiar with, through ads and social media, and you may even have considered partaking in some of them in a bid to break free from your 9-to-5. But the truth is that wealthy individuals steer clear of these too-good-to-be-true opportunities, and this is simply down to an old-school belief. They understand that true wealth is built over time, through patience and smart, calculated decisions. Warren Buffett, one of the world's richest people, consistently advocates for long-term investment strategies. He famously said, "The stock market is designed to transfer money from the impatient to the patient." This principle highlights a crucial point. Quick gains often come with high risks, and the rich prioritize preserving capital over speculative ventures. Number 6. Investment art. When you picture the wealthy, do you envision grand mansions adorned with extravagant art pieces, each with a story more fascinating than the last? It's a common scene in movies and pop culture, suggesting that investing in high-priced art is a hallmark of true wealth. But here's where the plot thickens. Savvy investors, those who've really built their fortunes on wise decisions, often steer clear of sinking their wealth into overpriced art for investment's sake. Why, you ask? The art market can be volatile and subjective. Unlike stocks or real estate, where intrinsic values can be somewhat measured, art's value is largely in the eye of the beholder. A piece valued at millions today might not find a buyer at a fraction of the price tomorrow. Moreover, the costs associated with art investment, like insurance, storage, and maintenance, can quickly erode potential gains. Successful investors prioritize assets with more predictable outcomes and liquidity. So, while a tastefully chosen art piece might grace a wealthy individual's wall, it's more about personal enjoyment than financial strategy. Number 7. Penny stocks. Penny stocks might sound like a bargain hunter's dream, the thrill of unearthing a hidden gem that could turn your modest investment into a fortune. It's a tantalizing prospect that captures the imagination of many. But here's the reality check. Seasoned investors, particularly the wealthy, often avoid them like the plague. The reason? Volatility and lack of transparency. These low-priced stocks are susceptible to extreme fluctuations, making them a potentially dangerous venture. According to the Securities and Exchange Commission, penny stocks can be very risky, and they even highlight that investors may lose their entire investment. Much of this is because they are often associated with small, less regulated companies and can be a playground for fraudulent schemes or deceptive sales practices by shady brokers. Instead, the savvy rich focus on investments with more stability and proven track records, like blue-chip stocks or real estate. They know that true wealth is built on solid foundations and not on the shaky ground of speculative investments. Number 8. High-fee investment funds. We just talked about penny stocks, and now we're going almost to the other extreme. The allure of high-fee investment funds offered through hedge funds and private banks often captures the imagination of the average investor, promising unparalleled expertise and returns. Yet, the wealthy, who are known for their meticulous approach to asset growth, typically steer clear of these financial pitfalls. It's a misconception that more fees equal more value. In reality, high fees can erode your investment returns over time, a fact that savvy investors like the rich are acutely aware of. Annual studies by Morningstar reveal that lower-cost funds consistently outperformed their higher-cost counterparts over time. Again, going back to the Sage of Omaha, this echoes the strategy of billionaire investor Warren Buffett, who advocates for low-cost index funds. Just as we discussed the avoidance of trendy but unproven stocks, the wealthy understand that minimizing unnecessary costs is crucial in maximizing investment growth. So when considering where to place your hard-earned money, remember that less is often more in the world of investment fees. Number 9. Trendy technology gadgets. It's easy to assume that the wealthiest among us are first in line to upgrade their digital arsenal. After all, who wouldn't want the latest smartphone, smartwatch, or state-of-the-art wireless headphones? But many affluent individuals take a surprisingly different route. The reason is simple. It's again rooted in value. So it's not about the gadget's price tag, but how its value changes over time. For instance, while the average consumer might chase the newest iPhone model annually, savvy investors recognize the rapid depreciation of such items. They understand that a gadget bought today could lose half its value in a year, making it a poor investment choice. Instead, as we touched on earlier, The rich prefer to allocate their resources toward assets with potential for appreciation or stable returns. It's about playing the long game, focusing on wealth accumulation rather than fleeting tech trends. Earlier, we touched a little bit on how keeping things boring can actually be a positive when it comes to investing. And this mindset can be great for your wallet and your well-being in other ways too. Check out this video for 10 reasons why a boring life is best.